Hello students. So I am starting now. The next part of the structure is array within structure. But before that we will check simple array. Now here I have declared A as an array which will store maximum 10 elements of type integer. To read the data we can use the for loop like this: r equal to 0, r is less than 10, r plus plus, and I am trying to read the data for the array, and only single statement is used to indicate that I want to read 10 numbers. So for array, if you want to read array, if you want to process array, if you want to display array, the most important part is we have to mention here index, and for this index we have to use for loop. Similarly, if we want to print it, then here we are printing the array. Here we have used slash n, so every time it will print number on the next line. Instead of this, if we have used this only percentage %d, then it will print all the values present within an array into the single row. Now this is about simple array, single dimensional array. To read the array elements or array numbers, we have used for loop, and for printing also we are using for loop. Now this same concept if we want to use within a structure, like in previous example we have done student roll number, total marks, percentage, and then name. So instead of getting directly total marks, now what we are doing here is we are reading marks of 5 subject. Okay, so our structure, sorry, here we cannot use this marks and marks. Here we have to change it. Okay, give some other name. So this is our student is a structure variable now in which we have roll number, marks of 5 subject, total, percentage, and name. Now here we have used a single dimension array which will try to read 5 values of type integer. Clear screen is given, get ch is given. Now for this clrsr and get ch I am not using conio.h because you have to store this program with extension .c. If you save this program with .c, the clear screen program, it will take from stdio.h, so no need to add con.io. Console input output.header file. Now in this structure we have mentioned roll number, marks of 5 subject, total, percentage, and name as the elements of your structure student. To read roll number, this is a normal process. To read the roll number and to read the name, this already we have checked in previous example. Okay, to read the roll number and name. Now I want to read marks of 5 subject. Now this is your array. So to read array, to process array, to print array, anything, whenever you want to do anything with the help of array, you have to use index, and for that index you have to use for loop. Okay, so like this, check this part. So this is same part. Now here we are reading array, and this is present within your student structure, so we have to use student dot marks 5, r equal to 0, r is less than 5, r plus plus. Okay, now the most important part, where you declare this array, sorry, where you declare this r. Now here we are, this is r is not connected with the student structure, we are using this as a index, so we declare this variable r separately. If you declare this r over here in structure, then instead of r we have to use everywhere student.r composite. Okay, so here we are declaring this r over here, which is the important part. We have to declare this r outside of the structure. Similarly, after reading the marks, we can calculate total. Immediately within same for loop, we can calculate this total. Okay, so student.total plus equal to student.marks of I. Within the same for loop we are using. Now here to this total, initially we have to give value 0, and that we can give it like this: student dot total equal to 0. Generally when we declare a variable, we can declare variable like this: integer sum, and then we can give initial value also. But here in structure we cannot give initial value to the variable. This is not possible. Okay, giving initial value to the element present within structure is not possible. So we have to give here student dot total equal to 0. So if we want to read array, or if we want to process array, here we are processing for addition, every time we have to use for loop compulsory. Then we can calculate percentage also. So here we have calculated percentage. So student dot percentage equal to student dot total divided by 5.0. And then if you want to display the elements, then I am not adding previous data, that is hash include and all. So here we have taken inputted values for the array element with present within structure, and same we are using for getting the total. And then while printing, we are printing here roll number, then we are printing name. Now print the marks of 5 subject, again we are using, this is not required, again we are using r equal to 0. Now this is I have taken from this, that's why I am saying always don't use copy paste, type the program separately, because this mistake may happen. No doubt this won't affect your program output, but at the of interview this will make your impression down. Okay, so don't use copy paste. For r equal to 0, semicolon r is less than 5, r plus plus, print a percentage 60 here is used. So it will print all the marks on the same line, marks of 5 subject, and then it will display 5 subjects marks. Then on next line we are printing total marks, and then we are printing percentage. So this is how we can work with array within structure. Thank you very much.